Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Rhonda. I'm giving you a big virtual hug. Hi, Daniel. Good morning, Deborah. Everybody give Rhonda a big hug and keep her in your prayers today. She needs it. You don't deserve one. You haven't taken me fishing. When you take me and I get me a big old walleye or something like that, then I'll think about giving you one, Daniel. Hi, Paula. I'm going to make it up there one of these days, Daniel. I got to come up and see you and Kelly. Kelly lives up there by you somewhere. Looks a lot different out today than it did yesterday. Man, it got foggy in St. Joe last night. Morning, Cheryl. I was yesterday. Hey, Coastal. I just left St. Joe this morning. I'm headed to Amarillo right now. I don't know how much rain we got yesterday, Daniel, but we got a lot. It rained from like 2 o'clock in the morning till I don't know what time last night it finally quit. Coastal, I like that bass that Backlash caught. That was a pretty cute looking bass. I don't know if you've seen it, Daniel, but Backlash caught a great big catfish on a bass lure. Hi, Linda. I'm almost to you, Linda. I'm 8 miles to Highway 4. That was a pretty good sized catfish, too, he caught on it. Morning, Lisa. Oh, I love catfish. That's one of my favorite. I know they got all kinds of different fish out there, but I like a fresh catfish, catch it at night, fry it up in the morning for breakfast with some eggs and hash browns. Well, ain't nothing like it. Hi, Verna. Morning, Rita. Hi, Glenda. You guys are all just walking in or sitting in. Make sure to give Rhonda a hug today. She needs it today. I'm not going to say any more. If she wants to say something, she can. But Rhonda needs a hug. Thank you, ladies. Wish I had a load to Little Rock. I'd go and take her to lunch or something today. Aggravate her. 3 mile walk. They don't have no buses. Terry must be walking in. Dang, that's going to be probably a 5 cigarette walk. All right, Linda, I'm in town. Where's my breakfast? Sure you don't. You can't go 20 minutes without a cigarette. I could be. I haven't went today. That's a good possibility. Well, that's Topeka you're looking at. That's where Linda lives, somewhere over there in them woods. Yeah, ain't like it was yesterday. It rained all day yesterday. You missed my live yesterday. It was rained all the way back to St. Joe yesterday. I unloaded and drove back, and cold, rainy, but no clouds today. It got really windy at 8 o'clock last night. I thought Shannon come by to. I stayed in town. Shannon's on the way to work. I thought she'd come by early. Was shaking my truck, but it was the wind. Thanks, Deborah. All right, we're getting on the turnpike again. I know. It's all we ever do is run up down this turnpike. Well, I believe we got rid of one of the puppies. Terry's supposed to come and pick it up, Madwood, this weekend. It's going to be a oh service dog. He is already starting the paperwork to make it a service dog for him. I don't know what that involves. I've never done that, but all right, Vernon. We'll see you later. Rhonda, if you feel like it, you can come up. We can watch you. So we've all seen this road over and over. Watch you while you work on the placemats. I know that's what you're working on. Hey, Victoria. I can't sing. Rhonda can sing it. She needs to come up and sing it. Amarillo by morning, to Tucumcari by tonight. I don't know all the words to it. I don't know the words to any song, hardly all of them. There's Terry. Good morning, Terry. Terry, when you get in the KW, that radio is up above. There's plastic around it. That just snaps on there. I don't remember how it's secured behind that, though. But that cover that's around it just snaps snap it off. Just grab it, it pops off. Well, Deborah, you come up and sing it for me. Your puppy, Terry, Shannon went out to feed him this morning. Yours was the first one that come running up to her. I was talking to her before my live. She went out and she says, "Yeah, Terry's puppy come running right up to me this morning." Yep, he is. That's okay, Deborah. Come on up and sing it to us. She that farm store on the east side of town. I don't know what it is or called there, but out there by Riverside Road, she's getting the dog food from there. But she's then milk or mixing it. We got some for baby calves, some powdered milk stuff you make for baby calves. She was mixing a little bit of milk in and making it a little softer for them, but they're getting bigger now, so they don't need it as much, I don't think. Chicken. Everybody called Deborah Chicken. She won't come up and sing to us. She don't like my singing, but she won't come up and do a better job. Shannon's out doing her chores right now, Terry, but when she might come in later, or I'll have her text me the brand or whatever. I don't have nothing to do with the animal feed. She does all that, so she does mix. Uh, I guess she's taking some dry dog food and mixing a can of wet dog food into it. Oh, I thought you took her to KC yesterday. Or no, it's the day you're going down. Yeah, I forgot now. Yeah, I can't either. I can't carry a tune in a 5 gallon bucket. I don't even sound good in the shower. Yeah, Victoria, Shannon walked around the barn yesterday showing the puppies, and Terry's getting one of the puppies. Going to make a service dog out of it for him. That's pretty cool. They're very smart dogs, and I ought to be able to train it pretty easy. The mother, when you walk out to the barn, you can tell her to smile at you, and she smiles at you. Winds are picking up down through here. Yes, they would. Maybe when Terry picks the puppy up this weekend, Shannon can show him picking it up, and then when he gets it trained, we can see how he is. Oh no, she all right? She's getting ready to have surgery, isn't she? Or did she already have it? Oh well, but that was painful. My sister just had the surgery that Nicole's going to have, and she's feeling a lot better. She said, My right knee, my right side, since my stroke years ago, goes in and out. But I don't know if it's the weather or what. But my right side's been hurting a lot here lately. I actually put my cane back in the truck. Morning, George. Seems like some days my knee just wants to give out, ready to fall. My big butt falling on the ground. It'd take a giant forklift to pick me up. I think so, because I was sick yesterday. I don't realize this, but Shannon and some of the doctors since my stroke, when the barometric pressure, it rained all day yesterday. Man, I had a massive headache. It's gone today, but God, it got bad yesterday. And then I get flames build up really bad. They want me to go in and have my throat stretched, but I'm scared to. Oh, that's where Deborah lives. Deborah lives out there on the west coast, Southern Cal. Oh, your mom lives out there too, huh? I used to, a long time ago. George, I did something really dumb this morning. You'll probably be the only one in here understand what I did. I had to unhook the other trailer, drop it. I couldn't get the glad hand off, the red one. I'd already pulled the pin, and I was beating the heck out of that glad hand trying to get it off. And I forgot to dolly my dollies down and started pulling out from under it. I caught it on the frame and lowered them down and got out from under it, but I almost had a really bad experience. At least the trailer was empty. I I got out from under it and I told the shag driver what I did. He said he'd take care of it. I go, man, I just wasn't feeling great this morning. I'm having one of my spells throwing up clean, and that glad hand pissed me off, and I didn't even think about it. I usually crank the landing gear down first, and for some reason I just did it backwards this morning. Yep, I am. All right, Terry, talk to you later. Enjoy your trip to KC. And that landing gear actually was a pretty good set. It was easy to crank. We got some that it takes 2 minutes in a void to crank up, but yeah, I was real lucky. When I started pulling out, oh shoot, I hit the brakes real quick and caught it on the frame and didn't hurt nothing. Yeah, those hurt. We, where I go in and out of there, a lot of our reefer doors don't stay closed. And we put bungees on them because they've scratched the back of my truck. And we can't go in and out with a bungee on now because some of them have broken, hit the shag driver when they're trying to hook up. Hi, Deborah. Thanks for coming in. trying to make my mind up which way to go to Amarillo. If I need to go down there to Emporia and cut across country, or go on to Oklahoma City and stay on the highway, interstate. You get to Oklahoma City, it's kind of uphill all the way to Amarillo. Moving. I've seen him flashing lights, but he's actually rolling down the shoulder. They do. Well, they got stuff for everybody anymore. Shannon, her son girlfriend told her that she can't breathe sometimes. She got asthma, and her his girlfriend told her to drink some kind of tea, starts with an M, and she's been drinking it, and it's helping her breathe more. But her horse has a hard time breathing. She was reading, so she got a different form of it, and going to give her horse. Yes, I'm still alive. I'm still kicking the bucket around there. We were wanting you to come up and sing Amarillo by morning. Deborah was aggravating me, didn't want me to mess the song up. Hey, Ernie, how you doing today, Ernie? Uh-oh, George. Sorry for you. Rhonda, I didn't tell them why I wanted to give you hugs, but most of them know why, so I'm on you. I'm not pushing up daisies. I had a bad day yesterday, but seems like a better day today. It rained all day yesterday, and it just made me not feel great. I know what you're talking about, George. You better watch it. She doesn't see what you type. Mine watches what I say or type. Yeah, them old battle axes, they'll get you in trouble sometimes. They'll catch you when you're not looking. I'm a little bit safer than some of you because I get to go out on the road, but I got to come home once in a while. And I think she keeps score. Then if she doesn't come in on my live while I'm live, when she's at work at night, she listens to it. And I'm not saying it's true, but I have been known to stick my foot in my mouth a few times. Ernie, have you heard anything from Bray Wolf Skip lately? I haven't seen him nowhere. Oh, George, your wife's got you trained, huh? Yeah, I haven't seen old Skip in a long time on anything. Not me, George. I've never been able to keep my mouth shut. They give me a shovel and I use a backhoe. I hardly ever drink anymore. I had a beer the other night. We went and got Mexican food, and I always grab a bottle of Corona when I have my Mexican food. I've never been much into wine. When I was a kid, I drank Boone's Farm Strawberry Hill all the time, but I really didn't like the taste of beer when I was younger. I drank Jack and Coke or whiskey sours. When I was in the service, I put it away. When I was single, I never got drunk. For some reason, I don't get drunk. I might now that I drink, if I drank, but when I was younger, I could drink all night long and not be drunk. Yeah, I like my whiskey. I don't drink it much anymore, but I still get me a glass once in a while. I don't have pictures of it, but my oldest daughter, she was probably 2 or 3. I was sitting watching TV, and I had a beer and sitting there watching, and she's on in front of me, and I wasn't paying attention to her. That she was playing, and I had a beer sitting there, and I'd went in the kitchen do something, and come back, and I go, well, where'd my beer go? And I thought, well, maybe I drank it, threw the can away, and I went and got another one. Then I got to watching her. She bent over. She had grabbed my beer that I'd already opened, and she was sitting there sipping on the dang beer. She had it between her legs and would sip on it once in a while, and I seen her doing it finally. But uh, now that girl, when she got older, she liked her wines and stuff. My ex came in, and how come you give her a beer? I go, I did. And she stole it. Were you paying attention? No, I wasn't paying attention. She was sitting over there not bothering nothing. Years ago when I was younger, when I was driving, I really couldn't sleep at night. And I had a bottle hid in the sleeper, and I'd make me a small drink just to go to sleep. I've had my truck searched twice, and it's been a long time ago, and I stopped carrying a bottle in the truck, afraid I'd get caught with it. One time I was coming out of the valley with a load of onions, and it was really hot. All right, George, later. And we'd been drinking beer down there. The Mexicans were when they were loading the onions, and I wasn't paying attention to see what they did with the cans, but they threw them in the front of the trailer. And an officer actually climbed up in my trailer. It was about the time that Oklahoma City bombing went off, and they was stuff, and it was in Arkansas down there by where Rita lives on I-40. And he climbed out and says, "Driver, what kind of beer did you drink?" And I knew it was Budweiser cans up there, and I thought really quick. I go, "I really don't drink beer. It gives me the shits, but if it is, I drink a Coors Light once in a while. Coors. You don't drink Budweiser?" "No, sir." "Well, there's a bunch of cans in front of your trailer." I go, "Well, the Mexicans, when they were loading this, were drinking." I go, "I wasn't paying attention to what they were doing, but it was not mine, but they give me the riot act for having them empty cans in my trailer." Where is the highway? It's still a dirt road. Alaska? I don't know. You said you weren't coming in here today. Oh, Terry's gone right now, but text me what kind of dog food. I told him I thought it was a farm store on the east side of town where you was getting it. I'll have to see it. Well, I made it to Emporia. sure getting tired of this road or it's boring. Yeah, it's hooked up. I told this story in here earlier that I screwed up this morning. I just ain't having a very good couple of days. My hot dog still hasn't went down yet. Rancher's Choice. Okay. I imagine because it's a puppy, it probably really doesn't matter yet if he wants to switch. What is this truck doing over there for? That's not an exit. That's not even a parking place. Look at this, guys. Now he's backing off into the grass. What an idiot. All right. Look at that flag blowing. I knew the wind was blowing, but that flag shows it. Polka 081, welcome in. Oh, it'll probably get away from him. He's not going to be around Thanksgiving. I was going to say, when you open it up, you got to see what he does. Like that video we watched where the little boy pulls the neck out. You guys haven't seen that video. There's a mom's got a boy helping working on the turkey. He's pulling the stuff out of the inside, and he's asking if it's a boy or a girl, and he pulls the neck out, and he starts gagging. It's kind of funny. They need to give all this land back to Indians. There's nothing out here for the foreigners that come over the border. Give them the land, let them do something with it. There's old cattle pens up here years ago. Out here in the Midwest, they have these cattle pens set up for drivers to stop and unload their cows and water them. There ain't very many of these around anymore. There's you a load of hay over there. Well, I got pork on. Here's a load of eggs. We can have breakfast right here on the road. Morning, Jennifer. I've seen your comments. Missed you the last few days. I was home Saturday night. Oh, actually Sunday too. Left, slept in the driveway Monday and went and unloaded. And come back to St. Joe yesterday, and now we're headed back to Texas. And I was on good behavior while I was home. I didn't disrupt anything, I don't think. I even folded the towels. What are you laughing at? I didn't disrupt anything. Well, you didn't want me to do it all in one weekend, did you? I mean, I folded towels and actually put them away. And I carried your laundry to your room. Sheesh, how much can one guy do? I feel like parking and going back to bed. She did wake up a couple times when she's supposed to be asleep and checking on me, I guess. Scared the heck out of me. Come out of her room. And when it rains, it just tears my body up. You know, Rita, you and Terry are going to be as fat as me. As all the dishes you've been making. You need to put that recipe book away. Or send it home with Thomas anyway. All them desserts. Yeah, that wind was bad last night. I could have swore Shannon snuck in, was shaking the heck out of my truck. Yeah, me too. I'm glad it's better too. I don't hear about her complaining. Thought I was going to have to shoot her. You know, no horse when their hip goes out. You just shoot them. Yes, ma'am. South of Emporia. Yeah, it all looks the same down there. You're boring. Well, you didn't say nothing Thursday. I'd have done it for you. Yeah, Kansas is ugly. I'm sorry. There really ain't no pretty places in Kansas. Well, I'd let you use my cane, but I put it in the truck. Yep, I raised it. I got a deal on the dash, and it's all, they don't have no toll booths down here no more. It's all automated. You want to get your Walker down, you might as well get you some of that Tennessee Walker whiskey. That would probably help you. I hope you feed the cow and don't steal your dog. Well, Rhonda, you can come up if you want. I can aggravate you easier when you're on panel. I know she did. Yeah, she's a dog and cat person, really dog person though. Anytime there's a stray dog in our neighborhood, that lady will go and pick it up and try to find it at home. Yeah, she wants to be there when the babies come. There's a song with that one too. Blue sky. That's all I know. Oh God, I thought I was going to go a whole day without that. Good morning, Janie, or afternoon. There's nothing quick about you, Janie. Don't even go there. Oh, you have snow. Well, keep it. Janie, this is a public service announcement. Do not eat the yellow snow. Okay. Morning, Jackie. All right. Good night, bub. Talk to you at 7. Yeah, and I had a talk with Rudolph and Dasher. Told them to drop a load at your place. She's been trying to, Jackie. She doesn't want to work days where she at, but she's filling out applications other places, trying to get on days. Did you see Janie on the YouTube? There's a little short, or it might be on Facebook. Santa Claus is standing down there talking to the reindeers, and he's asking where's Dasher, and they said Dasher got him a new job. He's doing DoorDash now. She's been doing it over 2 years, and it's taking a toll on her body. She doesn't rest right. Yeah, I think it's pretty cute. Yeah, Dasher's doing DoorDash. Yeah, look up. I think it's on Facebook. Mine tells me lies all the time. It keeps telling me I'm old. I don't believe it. I hope it's just a bad dream. I wake up and I'm 29 again. You know, Jackie, 49 wouldn't be too bad either. That was before my stroke. Maybe I could have done something better for my body. Bye, Janie. She'll say 3 or 4 more goodbyes. Watch. Janie just can't walk away. She's got to get the last word in all the time. Yeah, I think she sneaks into something else besides Steve. See, look here, look. She's still here. Probably a little bit of scotch in there. Uh huh. Sure. Excuses, excuses. I know there's some southern roots in that girl. She's worse than Rita on saying goodbye, and that's bad. It takes Rita 30 to 45 minutes to say goodbye. Oh, Rita's listening. Oops. But it's true. Ain't nothing that I said was wrong in it. Check the facts. the eavesdropper. Yep, you never know who's listening. One thing I hate about YouTube, like it shows there's 15 in here. You know, there's a few of you talking, and I like to know who's all in here. I think Rita's video just dropped too. If you guys want to go watch her bake a cake, I just got a notification. Hi, Sandy B. Oh, I hope I'm helping you get work done. Trying to get somebody to come up on panel, entertain you, but nobody likes me. I know you do. You get more subs off of videos. I just, Shannon keeps telling me do videos, but that's right, Jackie. She does. Hey, there, I'm back. Yeah, I took a short break. No, it's not. Kansas sucks. They ought to hand out depression pills in Kansas to everybody living here. Sure you are. Nobody say anything else to Janie so we can get her out of here. Well, go talk to her somewhere else. She bugs me too much. She's always a picking on me. There, guys. Make sure you remember Rita's if you want to get in on the drawing for the quilt or the gift card for the store. Jolly gee whiz, I thought she was gone. And whoop, there she is. 27? I thought it was 28 because there was somebody I noticed the other night joined that you didn't say nothing. It was, I forget who joined, or at the beginning of the live Saturday night, I think it was. Somebody else had joined. I thought it was already 27, so I thought it was 28. Yeah, I don't like that restring. The camera is backwards all the time. The chat is hard to read. I guess because we're used to StreamYard, but no, it's not the members like that, Jack, you were talking about. You actually have to pay to be a member. You're subscribed, but to be a member, you got to pay $2.99. If you go on to any of her videos that I have in the right corner underneath the title, a place to join, and that becomes membership. Oh, okay, Jackie's already okay. Oh, is it? Yeah, I had like 30 members for a while when I was giving gift cards away, and it got to be a pain. I was just giving the money back, to the members. Some of these people are really smart on the YouTube. There's wheels, and you can put in catchphrases or something and draws people's names, but I don't know how. Wow, $10 a month is all. That ain't bad. They take like 30% of it. You get super chats, membership, or super stickers. YouTube gets about 30%. I'm glad you passed that in there, Sandy. I was kind of feeling left out. But I agree with you. Hey, Mary. Good morning. Yeah, it rained all day yesterday in Missouri. Only reason they're here, Rita, is because you're not live. If you were live right now, they'd all be gone. They come over to your lives religiously and hang out, and 50 to 60% of the time you ignore them, but they keep coming back, and I don't understand. See there, now she's going to run off. Yeah, I'm background noise for everybody. I'm like the nagging husband in the background. He knows you don't do anything. He goes, "Woman, what have you been doing all day while I've been out here doing all the chores?" I know what he does. I don't know how, Jennifer. I got a couple marbles loose. And yes, you heard it here first. There goes them southern goodbyes. See, I told you Janie Jane and Rita are a lot alike. She probably ain't even awake yet. I know her phone ain't charged. Okay. Don't anybody say Rita's name again. I got a Blue Parrot headset, Jackie. It's got a noise canceling mic on it. I can roll the window down and I'm on the phone and people can't even hear when the phone is when I'm on the phone. Well, I roll down the road. I don't always make money doing it, but I do roll down the road, Mary. But yeah, this microphone here, I'll hold it up here, the camera. That little fuzzy thing, if I take it off, it gets really noisy. It picks up all the noise. I don't know how it works, but it works. And a semi truck anymore, even in Missouri, you got to be hands free on your phone. And I invested in one of these a long time ago. Like it's a $2,500 fine if I'm on it. And so I have this here, so it cancels all the noise out. Good morning, Sandra.
Morning. Morning. I have a quiet moment for right now.
No,
She's sleeping.
it's called Blue Parrot, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
They were $79 at the truck stops, but I think they're like 119 or 129 now. But they have a pretty good warranty. I've broken one. I actually got
Oh, Randy just
me a new
cut
one
out.
out. They're really, really good.
I don't know if it's on your side or my side. You just cut out.
It was probably me
Okay.
going up down through here a few times. I've seen the screen go black a little bit.
Okay. But hi, Jackie. Hi, Jennifer. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get something done today. Yeah, right.
Where's the kid?
She's sleeping right now.
Oh,
And
she
on my
sleep. Oh, okay.
yeah, she's on my bed. So I only
Oh,
have 2 dogs this week and the baby. And then after school, of course, I have Alani. But
right.
it's like, but my grandson will be down with his roommate's daughter because she does online schooling still. And he doesn't have internet. So when they get here, it's not quiet. No. Don't get mad. It's,
Oh, they're doing a Black Friday deal. Okay. They got some different ones out, guys, but Shannon's got a different style. She doesn't. This one has a band going over your head, and she doesn't like that part.
yeah.
I'll be really quiet so I don't wake the baby up,
Oh,
Jackie.
she's diagonally across my house. So. But my daughter, she sent a text message out to everybody. It's snowing, and she lives 30 miles away.
Oh,
I said it can just turn and go north and bypass me. But Austin has to drive up through the snow today along a river that's even colder. So up into snow country.
I like it out there in the snow country once in a while, as long as the highways are clear. It's really pretty.
See, I don't like it because I have to get up at 6. I got to leave my house by 6:30 to go out to get watch Ellen, get Alani ready, and then we go get Delaney, and then we wait for the school bus, and then the school bus I come in town. That's that's all between 6:30 and 8. So it's like I don't want snow. So today I stopped and filled the gas tank because there is no snow. You got to do when you have the time and availability. But my grandson had snow the other night, and, and it scares his mom to death because he hauls fuel. But there's
Yeah, and some of the fuel trucks now, I don't know if his. Ask him next time you talk to him. I don't know if you know what they are. They're called super single tires. And a lot of
yeah.
the tanker trucks are going to them, and those things are bad in the snow. But they can roll easier on the pavement and different things. But when it's wet out, those things are dangerous.
Well, the little bit of snow he had the other day, he goes, the little engine that could. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, because he did not want to have to chain up to get out of. It was just a little driveway type thing. But sometimes those parking lots and these gas stations, they ice up better than a
Yep,
road.
yep, they do.
Because
They don't get them anything out on them, and they don't get
yep,
no truck or traffic on it, so it doesn't wear off. I've been driving 40 years, and I've only chained up one time, and that was in Kansas City. The Fairfax, Jennifer knows where this is at, the Fairfax district. I was back down inside of a building, and I couldn't get up out of it, and I didn't want to call a tow truck, so I put chains on to get up out of that parking lot. But I
yeah.
never have out here on the road.
My husband said the day he has to put on chains is the day he quits.
Yeah, I always park. Most of the time, most states that have snow and ice have pretty good snow removal. Texas,
Yeah,
Oklahoma doesn't, and I've been stuck in some of them. But out there where you're at, it doesn't take them long to come in and do something to the roads.
yeah. Oh, Cabbage Hill, which is in the first big hill in Oregon from Washington. My husband and son have both been stuck on that pass. And it's not, there's no, any place that, the truck can turn around and go reroute.
Nope.
They're just stuck waiting in line up there.
There's a great big casino at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
I got stuck there for 2 days, snowed in one time. Best time I had. And they used to send me a Christmas card for years. It's right there at the bottom of Cabbage.
Yep. They always seem to be the one that got stuck on the hill. It's like they always carried, snack crack like cheese and crackers and all that stuff. They always carried some of that stuff with them because you just never knew.
Nope.
It was because they were supposed to be home every night, but when they get stuck up on Cabbage and can't deliver on the other side, you're stuck.
When
And
I
it's
first
like,
started driving, I wasn't driving, but I was another guy, and he hit a deer up there on top of Cabbage right before you get to Cabbage, and about laid our truck over up there. That was one of the first experiences I had on Cabbage.
yeah. Mary says, "Oh my, Cabbage Hill is a huge problem." It's
If
like,
you look at for pictures, if anybody haven't ever seen Cabbage, It doesn't look that big of a hill when you're at top looking, but I don't know how many miles it is going down to the valley, but
Yeah,
it is huge.
because isn't there's a mountain up there. I think it's called Mount Emily. It's like my granddaughter's name's Emily. So the first time after we had cell phones and everything, we sent her a picture of her hill.
No.
She went down on that Cabbage Hill and she said, "Grandma, I don't want to live on my hill because getting to it is not." She didn't like it. But we have a little tiny on Interstate 90 out here. There's a grain elevator and a truck stop was in. They called it Tokyo. Don't ask me why it ever got the name Tokyo, but there's a little tiny grade that comes up from that truck stop way station. Truckers hate because no matter how much de-ice you keep on it, it's still slick. They go out several times during the day and put more de-ice out. They call it Tokyo Pass. But it's just a small grade. You would never think. But in a semi, it's different. The roads are different in a semi.
I'd rather
But
be in a semi than a car on them, though. I have more control
yeah,
in the truck, especially if I'm loaded.
yeah. The other
Empty,
day,
not so much.
we was coming home from Spokane, and this trucker passed. We was doing 80, and he passed us at 80. And he passed us. I go, God, is he related to Randy?
I'm only doing 75 today.
Oh, only. Because the guy that was driving the car that we was coming home, he's a truck driver. And it's like, he says, I won't drive the truck that fast. He says, I get paid by the hour, not the mile.
I
But
was taught when the speed limits were all 70, and I grew up going through the 55 mile an hour, and I couldn't go then. And I just always, my dad drove like I do, and we get going and just put the gas pedal down and go.
yeah, our
We've
truck
never
limit,
been one to sit on the right lane and go slow.
our truck limit is 60 and the cars are 70. Jackie says speed limit must be 50. Hmm.
Yeah,
But
and then over in the Oregon side, it's only 55 for trucks.
yeah, but because they allow the triples.
Yeah, they get them guys that haul the potatoes and beets and stuff and haul heavy loads, so they made a deal with the government. If they could pull the heavy loads, they would go slower, so it cuts down even the over the road trucks. And Oregon is bad about, not the other states do it, but they have a port of entry. You got to go through it.
Yeah,
And if you get to the other, like say you go to the port of entry over by Idaho, and you get over to Portland, and you get stopped, they know what time you come in. They actually clock your speed and see
yep,
how fast you went across there, and they will give you a ticket. I know, I have one.
yeah. It's like they don't have to see it. My my husband growing up, do you know how many tickets he had without the cop even pulling him over as a kid? They mailed them to him because all they had to do was see it, witness it, and they wrote him. They said we didn't even try catching up with him anymore. We just mailed him the tickets. He was one ticket away of losing his license until he was 24 at the age of 17. And that's not a good thing. But if she continues to sleep, I wonder how she's not going to be sleeping at 1 when I want to come on.
It's the street race a lot. And my
Yeah.
mom would hear me come in. She would call the cop that lived in our area, and he'd come down and give me the riot act all the time. I
But
lost my license though 6 times.
did you?
What? So yeah, I actually was out by you. I was on a hardship license. I was actually going into
Oh,
Portland, and I got
okay.
stopped, and they checked the time, and I was wrong on my time, so I got a ticket for that. But I was on a hardship license, and I could drive a
Yeah.
truck, but I couldn't drive a car, and Oregon wouldn't honor it. I had to get my
Yeah.
lawyer to send them a piece of paper. I sat there for like 12 hours while my lawyer, argued with the state of Oregon.
Yeah. Well, the state of Oregon's got some different rules, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
they do. Everybody else honored it, but Oregon wouldn't honor it.
But it's like,
And it,
yeah. But Oregon, you can get a UTV license, off-road vehicle license, and it's good
hmm
for your lifetime. You can sit there and take the test on the internet. It's free, but if you don't have it, don't put your foot in a UTV down in Oregon because it's like the ticket's too big. The ticket's worth. It's like it's worth your time to go ahead and get your uh that license, even though I don't want it. Thought about getting it because
I've been
who
watching
knows?
different YouTube videos, and the cops,
Yeah,
the game wardens have been stopping people on their ATVs and stuff and asking them
yep,
for that license. And I
yep,
didn't know you could get them, and I've been watching that, and they've been giving them tickets.
yeah. And
I didn't
anybody
know
under,
anything about that.
if you don't have a driver's license, you can't legally operate a four wheeler or UTV
Yeah, that's
unless
what
you're
they're saying on
licensed
there. I
to.
didn't know that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I just seen a couple YouTube videos this week about that. They're cracking down on people that don't have a
yeah.
license or the UTV license.
So I have a photocopy of my driver's license in my UTV's glove box
Oh, okay.
because I don't want to lose my wallet out there.
Yeah.
It's like if I had a locking glove box, it might be different because you get rough and it starts twinging things around. But it's like, yeah. And then if you have a kid that's under the age, they can do there's age appropriate ones. But if that adult with that license isn't within eyesight of them, whoa, is that ticket ever good?
Oh, so they got to be pretty close to them when a
They got to
kid's
be,
on one. Then.
yeah, they got to be in our sight.
Oh, okay.
I set plenty of times on an end. We would make a little trail that our grandkids could go on. Every time we went camping, we had a little track that they could actually ride their four wheelers on. So we just sat at different corners. And there was an adult on each corner, and that way they was in an adult sight. But those kids, they kept wanting to go around again and around again, and then they got to grandma video it. So I'm riding behind them, videoing their driving around. But those are memories that my grandkids will never forget.
Yep.
It's like we still have the four wheelers that but it's just one of those things. But now we're in UTVs, side by sides, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
Mine's
The
like a
bigger, the
mini.
bigger ones.
I just have the 660. I don't want the 900 or 1000 or 1250, whatever. I don't want
Some of
the
them are pretty powerful anymore.
yes. Well, and
I
then
used to
my
haul some out of Nebraska, and
then my
man, they're so fancy.
yes, and then my daughter added doors and a heater. She has heated seats and a heater and radio. Then they for because they do some really rough UTVing. They all have to wear helmets in theirs, even though you don't have to if you have what is it, the 3-point harness, whatever they
Right.
call it. you don't have to have a helmet, but they have helmets on theirs because they ride so rough and they get airborne and all this stuff. And I go, that isn't right what I want to do. I'm old and have brittler bones.
My nephew's got one of the big fancy speed ones, and they go off into trails. And his wife is the worst. She runs into trees all the time. They're always having to fix the suspension and
Yeah,
stuff. But he spent like $20,000 for this thing.
yeah.
I mean, it's
And
fast. I rode in it. I haven't drove it, but I rode in. But we were doing 80 mile an hour on our gravel road.
and it's like, no, I wouldn't even want to wreck in one of those. It's my granddaughter and her husband. They their friends get together and they get pretty rowdy and airborne and whatnot. And she has watched them flip, and she told her husband, "We're not doing that." So
My
he can only
nephew's
get
crazy
rowdy.
on them.
Yeah, he can only get rowdy like that if she's not in it.
He lives in the
But
country there next to us at our old place. He bought it, and it's got a great big deep ditch in it. But he worked for a guy doing dirt work, so he could get excavators, dozers, and stuff. So
yeah,
he's went through this ditch. It's about a half a mile long, and it's got a field on each side. So they made it where they can ride them side by side down inside this ditch, come back up out of it, go in the field. They've made jumps, and they'll have parties over there. And most of the time, the guys are all drunk going down through there at night, and you watch the headlights just going up and down and around, and it's noisy. But we're in the country, so I can't say nothing. And
right,
he's on his property, but it gets irritating some nights.
yeah. And then to watch them when they do that rock, where they have to finagle up the rock edge, and you got to get the tires going just right. And it's like, no, that is not me.
No,
Never, never.
we used to have a small one. I used it just for the farm. Put bale of hay in the back. Shan would move it around. It was like an oversized golf cart,
Right.
and he ended up buying it from us when we stopped using it. But it wasn't fast enough or big enough, and he switched like 4 times in the last 3 years, getting a fancier one.
Oh, my grandson just changed all his suspension so he could be a more smoother ride, and but more flexible too. But mine's mainly used for, I put the snow
Oh,
plow, the plow, push plow, the blade on. I have the county blade because I like pushing everything to the side and watch it roll off and to the side.
I'm ro I'm roboting.
But it's like, that's mine's mainly for pushing snow or on the road. Like a car. That's what mine's more for. But I just thought I'd come on and say hi because I seen you was on.
Anybody want a used car? There's a whole load of smashed cars right here we're passing.
Do they have to have them in a net?
They have to put I used to haul them. You got to put the net around them in case pieces fall off. Pieces will still fall off, but it
Yes,
limits it. But
yes.
yeah, they have to put that around. Used to you didn't have to,
Well,
but they're cracking down now.
yeah, I followed one years ago, and this great big huge chunk come off flying at me, and it's like I was lucky nobody was beside me, so I could swerve around it. I mean, I immediately called, you know, so somebody could come up and get that piece off the road because I wasn't going to back up and go back and get the thing that almost, caused the wreck. And
Yeah, if
then
you're
then I
passing
noticed,
one of them, hurry up and get past it because you never know when a small piece is going to blow off of them.
and the other thing to know how many people are still putting on the recaps, or what are they called on a
Yeah,
semi?
they're recaps. You're right.
It's like I don't like when a recap peels. Oh, it's like nope,
They
not
are
me.
doing better. Years ago, recaps were really bad, had bad names. I still will not wear or have a recap on my truck,
Yeah.
but they are doing better now. Recaps, guys, what Sandra and me are talking about, it's a tire, regular tire. They take this thread off, and they'll have a pre-made thread, and they will glue that some way onto the tire, and those have been known to come off
And
and
that's
come
what you see
apart.
on when you see a big chunk of tire. That's what that is.
Hey
Yep.
Randy, how are you?
Hi, Alfonso.
And it we call them gators.
Hey Sandra.
Right? Because we call them gators because that's what they look like an
Yep.
alligator's out on the highway. And we've taken one time I took one and I cut it and I put a sole on a shoe. I
They
have,
actually are people making sandals out of them now.
yeah,
Alfonso, we're getting feedback from you.
You getting feedback?
Yep.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm testing my new wireless headset.
that must be it. I don't have
Hold
Welcome
on.
anything.
back, Cheryl.
Let me see what's going on. Because I don't hear any, like, are you echoing or no? Like,
When you talk, it doesn't. But when I talk, I can hear what I just said.
Yes, I can hear it too. We get
I
to
don't
hear
know.
Randy. Hi,
You might
Carol.
have two browsers open.
Nope.
We didn't have
It
echo
only.
when it's just
Yeah,
us.
before you came in.
Jeez, I don't know what's going on. Because
Oh,
I took him off. I can't
okay.
handle that extra noise in my ear.
I couldn't do an earpiece if I had to. I can't stand anything in my ear.
Yeah, I can't handle the ones. This one here actually has a big cushion
Yeah,
with a foam deal, so yeah, I can't handle the ones inside your ear either.
I just like I would put a little speaker on my shirt collar before I put it in my ear.
Cheryl says hi to you.
Yep. Yeah, Cheryl's making quilts. How many she got left to make this year? I think she's about
She,
caught up.
she's on number 30. I don't know how many she's doing.
But it's like I wonder if my watch keeps tinging. I didn't bring my phone in with me. I'm working on the two different ones, Cheryl. I'm working on the half log cabin on point and then the Christmas mystery. Great granddaughter allowing, I'll be come on and do that one block that's missing there later today. She helps me sew, as you know. She's a good helper, but there's time that she gets a little grumpy. We're going to get the schedule figured out with her.
We
Oh, Randy's in a bad zone again. There he's back moving. It's funny when that semi stops on
I
the screen. Oh,
roboted again. I didn't hear you.
it's like I Cheryl asked which quilts I had, and that's these two.
Mm.
But I'm going to try and come on later and sew that last square right here.
The other day when I was headed to, when you was on, you and the baby, I looked for your live, and so I went live, and I didn't get a notice. And then on my other phone, I got a notice you were live. So I'm
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
I didn't mean to go live when you were, because I looked while I was parked there loading. It took them 3 hours to load, and I knew
Yeah,
you were going to go on, so I was just going to ride up the road with you. And the phone that we're watching right now, it did not show you were live. And I
right.
started up the road, started my live, and my other phone sits over in the other seat, and I heard a thing. And so I looked, seeing what it was, and I was getting a message or whatever, and then it
Yeah.
showed you're live. This
That's
phone didn't show it, but the other phone did.
I'm I'm trying to get my last 7 subscribers to make it to 500. I got 7 away. It's taken forever to get the last 15. I just want to.
Well,
I just want to. Don't want to be at 493. It's like that's me.
uh, can you reach up, and type something in chat?
It's like, can I?
Yeah, and then I'll share you out. Maybe we can do that today on here. It's easier for me to find your channel than going back through it. There you are.
Back over to StreamYard. But it's just one of those things. Just trying to. I got what 3 last time when I went on with you, and then it's like it just takes forever. Got to try to figure out the wording, what they want to see, what they don't want to see.
There, guys. If you're not connected to Sandra, please do so. Let's get her numbers up.
But I haven't decided if I was going to do a giveaway or not. Right now, I'm just so busy with everything else. But if I do a giveaway, I am not going to advertise. It's not going to be up on the thing. Come in for a
Yeah,
giveaway because I want
because then
people.
you get all kinds of people in.
Yeah, but I'm going to go
And
check
then
on. I'm going to
if
go
you
check.
make a live, make it members only, for like
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Yes. I'm going to go check the baby real fast.
Okay.
As long as she's sleeping so soundly, I might as well just let her stay that way, right?
Right.
Oh, Cheryl, thank you. And then I'm trying to figure out. I don't want any expenses because everything keeps going up. Like my homeowner's insurance just doubled.
Oh, wow.
Well, that hurts a budget,
Yeah.
and so I got to figure out some videos I can do. But the camera's just going to be on top of me, and you're going to see hands. I'll be the hand model, like Randy's the hood of his truck.
I don't
He just
know for sure if my co-stream is on anymore. When you come in on here, so we can help you out too, there's a spot. I don't remember how to do it. There's a spot you
okay.
can co-stream.
There is a stream. It says stream this to your audience.
Yeah.
Let me see if it's
And then you can go off of my channel, but your people will come in, and it helps your channel also that way. I
yeah.
used to do a lot for people doing that, but I haven't done it in a long time. So
But it's not
now,
taken. It says I don't have an account right now. It says I'm logged in though. Let's see what happens.
because me and Rita used to do it a lot a couple years ago, just co-stream off each other's channel and
Yeah.
get people coming back and forth from both channels. The only thing bad about it, the people in chat can't see both sides. They can only see the side they come in on.
Now I have to wait for that 6-digit code.
Oh,
Because now I see. There we are. We'll see if it worked.
yeah, I haven't had nobody try it since I went back doing StreamYard. So Shirley was in here yesterday helping me do some stuff on it. She actually can go into my accounts and do different things for me. She was working on my Nightbot stuff yesterday for me.
I guess I better turn on my chat over. Like, I don't know where it's at. Or
Doing this, it helps people see other things. I've got a
yeah,
lot of subscribers off of other people too, and then a lot of my people have went the other way. So it helps both channels,
yeah,
to see different things.
yep,
It
yeah,
gets you to a bigger audience.
yeah. It does. It's like if I would have grabbed my tablet when I was back there. I don't YouTube off of my phone. My phone's a phone. That's
I use my
that's my
phone all
thing.
the time. I can't use the tablet. I'm not very good on it, working everything.
But so like I said, I only use my phone. I'm trying to keep a phone and a camera because I don't plan on buying another phone. Even though they say they're free, they always cost you something.
Yep.
It's
Either
like,
the fees to hook them up.
and the
Most of them are
tax,
like $35. Yep, taxes.
and it was 39 to set up the phone, 29 to set up the watch. Activation fee was 35. My bill was supposed to be 120. It's 148 because they never said the watch was going to cost me $25 a month. And then it's like every month they subtract. I said, am I hooked on one of these 3-year programs? No. So, but every month it puts on the cost of the phone, and then it subtracts the cost of the phone and puts on the price of the watch, and then subtracts the payment to the watch. So I think I'm on a 36-month contract, which they lied. They're like used car salesmen.
Yep.
When the lips move, they're lying. I I hate. I had the oldest phone. I'd still have my old phone if it wasn't for the battery wouldn't stay charged. Could I
That's what
play?
happened to my last phone. Mine wouldn't stay charged, and then where you plug it in kept messing up. I'd send it in, and I actually paid like $1,500 for that phone,
Yeah,
and so it's still under warranty. But I upgraded to this one I got here now. It's supposed to be really fancy. I don't know. I can't use everything it does on there.
you got Samsung, Apple, what?
It's a Galaxy, I think.
Yeah, it's. I think I just went. It's like I went
It's got a
up.
fancy camera. You can do all kinds of things with the camera, which I don't know how to do. It's got three
I'm
little
doing good.
eyes for the camera.
Yeah, yeah. What did we do with all those eyes?
Yeah. Now Shannon got even fancier one. She went the other day. Her phone's been acting up really bad, and she thought she was going to get this other job that she needed a bigger data plan in the
Yeah,
phone. She can work stuff on her phone, and her phone. It looks like mine just glancing at it, but it opens up like a book, and it
yeah.
doubles in size.
It's like somebody the other day had one. about this size, but it folded in half. I thought that's pretty cool because
That's what she
this
got.
is always slipping out of my pocket. But it's like I when they say they're free, that's what they should be, free.
Yeah.
There shouldn't
Yep.
be
You got AT&T,
no Verizon.
Verizon. Yeah, we got AT&T, and they used to say, yeah, you can upgrade and get a new phone, but yep, they weren't free.
Well, and then the stupid drop resistant case is how much, and then the lens protector is how much, and then you got to buy the little lens protectors for the 3 camera eyes. I think they was 39. This was 69. The case was 39. And then their installation fees and the sales tax and all that ended up being over $400. And it's like, oh, there went that savings I had.
Yep.
Like I did sell a quilt this year, and I got it
Then
all
if
mailed out.
you get a mobile charger, that's extra.
Yep.
And they always
Well,
tell you get theirs because you can't get the one at Walmart. They won't charge your phone right. So you
right.
got to buy theirs.
Well, I thought phones came with charging cords. No, you just get the phone now. You have to buy the cord and the
Yep.
thing to plug in the wall. It's like, really? Come on. But my Chromebook charger charges my phone, and it does a better job. It charges it faster and it lasts longer. So I just have my Chromebook charger out by my chair. I just plug it in and charge it.
They got a new charger. I want to get one for the house because I'm always just laying my phone around. But they got one that's like a little disc. You
Yeah,
don't have to plug your phone in. You just lay your phone on top of it,
right.
and it charges your phone.
See, if I would have went the next model up, it's like I could have sat my watch on top of my phone and charged my watch. And I thought, how in the heck does that work? Your phone, you charge your phone, and then your phone can charge your watch. But I keep breaking out, sweating. I just break out from underneath this watch all the time. So I'm always having to wear it backwards for a while.
I can't wear a watch. I might do the same thing, and it actually the sweat in my arms eats the bands or the pins. They get
Yeah.
brittle,
Yeah. I didn't
and
wear
then
a
I
watch.
got electric.
Oh, you, you roboted again. But I
Yeah, I
have to
can't
wear
wear
them
the
to work.
watches too because they kill them too.
Yeah. But mine, I have to wear more like a bracelet than a watch. They have to
Oh,
be loose and go round and round in circles. So what good's it do to have one that counts your steps?
yeah,
Because it's not going to count your steps unless it's tighter against your skin. And
yeah. It
it's
wouldn't
sure
be
not.
an accurate count.
Yeah. Oh, it never has. I mowed my whole backyard, which is 75 by 40. I push mowed it. I did it in 19 steps.
Oh wow, you were fast.
Yeah. I had bigger strides than Bigfoot.
You can tell your kids, hey, I can mow this yard in 17 or 18, 19 steps. How many does it take you? And let them go out and mow it for you.
Well, and then Austin put it on, and he walked around the yard, and he says, "This thing does not work right, Grandma." And I says, "Yeah, and I paid $25 a month for this." So I had it disconnected. Told him I lost my watch. It's only a little eye. I watch. It's gonna sit on the shelf more than it's gonna be on my wrist. It's what it should be, but it's like it's not. but I'm using it just for a watch. Don't know what's going to happen. If they make me
Some of
have
them
to pay a
watches
bill,
now, you can make phone calls on them.
yeah, this does. I can actually answer a call. I can, if you want to type on this little tiny screen, you can send a text message. And if I have the camera set up someplace and I walk back to take a picture, then I can click the camera because I can see the picture that I'm doing.
Good
And it's
morning,
like,
Andy.
and then Victoria came in too.
Yeah, Victoria, I agree. They got all these gimmicks, and yeah, they might work for some people, but just other ways to get our money.
Yes, they're always trying to
Well,
get your money.
we're almost to Oklahoma. See if
I
I have
wished
to
I
go on
would
the
have just,
scale today.
yeah. My grandson had to roll through get in the scale night before last. He's always going Washington, Idaho, Washington, Idaho. But that's how they keep track of where you're at, and they I know they put you into a system and it says when you went there last.
This one here's been a pain here lately, making us pull in, and they actually been giving tickets to drivers that are going too fast. I've seen a YouTube video of this, and I know which one it is. Somebody was going too fast through the scale, and they pulled them around back and gave them a ticket for speeding in the scale. I
Are they
stuck
still
here.
called the
The
chicken coop?
scale's coming up.
Yeah. Andy wants to know, are they still called
Now
the
he's
chicken
flying
coop?
by here. Yep, yep, still chicken coops.
Okay. And
And
then
we're coming
my
up here
husband,
where they got the stuff on the highway to read, and this guy's just flying by here now. He's from
yeah.
Wisconsin,
But do
and
they
it's
tell
really
you
rough
that
here.
do you ever get lucky and they say you can pass through?
Yeah, sometimes that's what I'm watching right now. I got a pre-pass
Yeah.
on the dash, and my weights are right. Oh, we're getting bypassed right now. Yep, we actually got a bypass today.
Yay. My husband and son, they explain all those different things that they installed. And they say this is when you want to make sure to slow down a little bit, and because you have to read everything fast. Because if there's
Yep.
too many trucks together, it's like you don't know which one's yours.
Yeah, these signs that's up overhead reads our truck. It's got all of our truck information in a computer, and they got deals in the ground. You can tell how much we're weighing, and if you go too fast, it you're supposed to be able to do the speed limit, but it doesn't work very good.
Yeah,
So you slow
Randy.
down about 10 mile an hour under.
Yeah, that word speed limit.
Yeah, that's a suggestion.
Yeah. I always say I'm colorblind. All those signs are yellow because yellow is suggested. It's not mandatory. A yellow sign is suggested. But I'm gonna go get some stuff done, and you have a safe
Okay.
trip. And later I'll get the cutie tootie will be on the thing with me later.
All right. Later. Thanks for coming in.
Bye. Uh-huh. Bye.
I could stop and get fuel here, but I got enough to get to Oklahoma City, and I know it's cheaper. There's Indians run a truck stop down here, and fuel's been running a lot cheaper. That right lane is really rough, so I get over here and it's 270 or 292 for fuel here. But last week when I was down here, it was like 278 down here at Oklahoma City. So saved 20 cents or roughly. Yeah, I don't know how they do it. I mean, there's where I'm going to stop. There's what 4 truck stops, and there'll be 4 different prices. Yep. Yeah, yesterday was a long day. I got up at 4 and went and delivered and come back to the plant to get another load, but I didn't feel good, so I waited till this morning. We drove after dropping and hooking and everything. Drove 275 miles already today. Got 336 to go yet. Guys, the sun's coming through. You can see the sun now, and it's getting where I can't see the chat. So I'm going to end this one for a while. I'll probably start another one up when I get down to Oklahoma City, going across 40 if I can see. But I don't like I've said, I don't like being able to not see the chat and talk to you guys. It's disrespectful. So there's nobody up on panel to read chat. So I'm going to end this one until we get down there. So see you guys all in the next one.